Well, hello there, and welcome to Shiloh Creek. Settle into a warm spot, little one. New here or back for the 100th morning, you're welcome the same. I'm Old Timber, the elephant elder, and this is where every story starts, right here, pondside, with me. Now, today, my friends, I want to ask you something. Have you got a friend you've known a long, long time? So long that they know the slow parts of you, and the loud parts of you, and they stayed anyway. And do you ever wonder what it is that makes a friendship last that long? Now, I'll tell you about a morning I needed a thing from the big old barn, down past the footbridge. And the only two friends about, that hour, were a bear cub who was all hurry, and a tortoise who was all wait. One quick, one slow. God does love to put two unlike things side by side and call it a friendship. Off they went down the path together, a fine little joke, and a fine little gift. First down to the water came Bongo the bear cub, big-hearted, big-footed, and already halfway to wherever he was going before he'd worked out where that was. He landed by the reeds with his usual cheerful crash and said,
"The barn, the spare lantern. Old Timber needs it before the light goes, and I am fast. So really, this is already done. I got this. Watch, I'll just run straight down the path and straight back. Easy as pie. Easy as 2 pies."
And out from the cool reeds, slow and certain, so slow you could have grown a small beard waiting, came Shelly the tortoise. Wise young Shelly, who is slow of speech and very sharp of thought. She took one long look at the bear cub vibrating in place, like a kettle about to whistle, and she said,
"The straight path floods this time of year. You'd be a bear-shaped hole in the mud before the footbridge. They'd name it after you."
Mud? I love mud. Mud is basically just fast dirt. Wait, is it not fast dirt?
It is slow dirt. That is the entire problem.
Okay, but the slow way round goes all the way past the big oak. That's so far. Shelly, no offense, but you walk like a very thoughtful rock. We'll be there next week.
We'll be there by lunch, which is sooner than stuck in the mud forever. I've done the sums.
You did sums? When? You've been standing right here. Did you sum in your head while talking? Shelly, that is the coolest and most terrifying thing I have ever heard.
I sum constantly. It's very quiet in here.
Okay, slow way. Big oak. Lunch. I'm not going to think about the sums. I'm definitely thinking about the sums.
Now, 3 of the friends had come down to see them off. Zippy the hummingbird, darting in 3 places at once. Fern the little deer, hanging back, watching. And Garingo the parrot, who never met a moment he couldn't make an announcement about. And Garingo said,
"Behold, a quest! The fast one and the slow one, side by side, the comet and the boulder, off to the barn together. It should not work, and yet I shall watch from here with snacks."
Okay, slow plus fast. That's a weird team. But weird teams have the best numbers, statistically. Probably. Go Team Comet Boulder!
I think they'll be all right. The fast one runs back, and the slow one waits. They've always done that.
And so the 2 of them set off, Bongo zooming ahead and circling back, like a small brown comet who keeps forgetting where the sun is. And soon they came to the dip below the big oak, where the path went slick.
A slippy bit. No problem. I'll just blast across before it knows I'm there. Speed beats Slippy every time. I got this. I am going fast as a fish. Okay, maybe I don't got this. I'm sitting in the mud. The mud won.
The mud is undefeated. Against you. It's 3 for 3.
Okay, new plan. If I go even faster, the mud can't grab me, right? Like skipping a stone. Watch. I am a stone. I am a skipping bear stone, and... Nope. Now I'm a sitting bear stone. In more mud.
Are you done being a stone?
I'm done being a stone.
Watch. Whole foot down. Feel for the part that holds. Then the next foot. Slow isn't the opposite of getting there. Slow is how you get there. Here. Also, stop being a stone.
Whole foot. Feel for the holding part. Hey, I'm across. And I didn't fall once more. Shelly, you're a mud wizard.
I'll get there. I always do.
And on they went, until a great fallen reed gate lay across the track. Shelly pushed and pushed. A reed gate does not much notice a tortoise. It barely notices weather.
This part isn't mine. Bongo, this one needs your kind of strong. I can't lift it before sundown. You can. I'd offer to push from the other side. But we'd be here until I was an old tortoise. Older.
Now this I got. Stand back, mud wizard. Big arms, big bear, big heave. Hup, and up she goes. There, path's clear. Did you see me? I'm basically a forklift made of bear. So you got us through the mud, and I got us through the gate. We're kind of only one whole adventurer if you add us together. 100% adventurer. Is 100% a lot? It sounds like a lot.
It's all of it. That's the point. Took you long enough to notice.
Now, down low, in the cool mud at the path's edge, 3 small frogs had been hopping along behind the whole time, the way the mud puppies do. Splish, splash, and splosh. Never far from an adventure, never any use in one.
Ooh, splash, did you see? The fast one and the slow one are doing a whole adventure together. And it's working. How is it working? They are so different.
And also, I think the slow one and the fast one have known each other forever. Like, since they were eggs. Do tortoises come from eggs? This is a lot to think about down here in the mud.
A long friend. That is what they are. A long friend. Like a bell on a cold rock.
A long friend. A friend you keep through the fast days and the slow days both. And there's an old line about a friend like that. Older than this creek, near enough. But that part comes later. First, let's see those two get where they're going. Well, they reached the big old barn just as the sun was leaning low and gold. And there it was, on its hook, the spare lantern, the whole point of the walk. But getting there had been a long while of the fast one waiting and the slow one rushing, and a small soreness had crept in between them.
Got the lantern. Hey, Shelly, you went quiet. You've been quiet since the mud. Did I do a wrong thing?
You called me a thoughtful rock. I know you meant it kind. It still sat down somewhere and stayed.
I'd come along quiet behind them, the way an old elephant does, and I sat by the barn door and asked just one thing. Bongo, when you ran ahead all those times today, what were you running from?
I run ahead, so nobody sees me being slow at the thinking part. If I'm fast, maybe nobody notices I didn't work it out yet, and Shelly always works it out. So I just go, before she can see me not knowing.
And Shelly, when he zooms off ahead and you're back here in the slow dirt, what do you feel?
Left behind. He gets there, turns round, and I'm still coming. And I think, a friend that fast can't really need a friend this slow. So I go quiet. So it won't show how much I want to keep up.
There it is. One of you running so the other won't see you're scared, and one of you going still so the other won't see you care. Friends, God made room in this creek for both. Quick water and still water, fast feet and slow. And I have always believed he made the two of you the very same way, to need each other.
Shelly, I don't think you're a rock. I think you're the smartest one I know. And that's the whole reason I run. When you get it right, I feel so clumsy, like a big loud mistake that learned to walk. And I'd rather be too fast out front than stand still next to you and feel too much.
And I thought you ran because you'd finally outgrown a slow old friend. Every time you came zooming back, I told myself, this is the day he doesn't. So I went quiet first, because being left behind hurts less, if you let go before they do.
Shelly, no. I come zooming back because it's you. There's no point being fast if there's nobody slow to come back to. I wasn't running away. I was always running back.
Then next time, run back sooner, and I'll try to stop going quiet before you've even gone.
So I'll wait for you, Shelly, properly. Not the fake kind of waiting where I jog in circles and sigh a lot.
And I'll hurry. A little. For a tortoise, this is basically a sprint. Don't tell anyone.
And so they walked home together, slow and quick and slow, and found the others waiting by the pond. Now, before the day let go of them, I asked the two of them one more thing. Bongo, Shelly, what did you learn today?
I learned a slow friend isn't slowing you down. Sometimes the slow friend is the only one who knows the way through. And running ahead doesn't make me braver. It just makes me lonelier, faster.
I learned I don't have to keep up to be kept. A fast friend can still want a slow one. He just has to turn around. And I just have to believe him when he does.
There it is. You two did the learning. I only asked the question. A long friend isn't two friends who are the same. It's two friends who are different, who decided to stay. The quick one waits a little. The slow one hurries a little. And it's God who made the fast and the slow, and made them to need each other. And you know, there's an old line about exactly this. A wise king named Solomon wrote it down a long, long time ago, and it's in the Bible to this very day. Here is what King Solomon wrote. A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. At all times. Not just the fast times. Not just the easy times. A brother born for adversity. That's the old way of saying a real friend is the one who's there. Most of all on the hard days. Just like a bear cub and a tortoise, all the way to the barn and back. That's the whole of it. And now, friends, it's time for Professor Hoot's Totally True Facts, the part of the show where the most certain owl in all of Shiloh Creek shares one fact he is absolutely, completely sure of.
Good evening, good evening, and welcome once more to the only segment on this entire creek where every single word is true. It is I, Professor Hoot, here to deposit one verified fact directly into your eager little minds.
Is it about the journey? Bongo and Shelly walked so far today. Was there a science to the walking?
There is always a science to the walking. Today's true, written down, absolutely not invented fact is this. When geese fly somewhere far, they go in a great V shape across the sky. And it is not for fashion. Each goose rides on a little push of air made by the goose in front, so the whole flock flies farther than any one goose could alone. And when the front goose tires, another takes the lead. It is, plainly, on the most well-mannered traffic in all the heavens.
Well-mannered traffic. It goes all the way up, like a bell on a cold rock.
I do not entirely know what that means, but it was said with such conviction that I shall allow it now. Which brings me naturally to the matter of the wandering albatross, a bird so vast it can glide 1,000 miles without a single flap of its enormous, as I was saying, the geese, the V, the taking of turns. The goose in front works the hardest, you see, pushing the air for everyone behind, so they do not leave one goose up there to tire out. They swap. The tired one drops back to rest in the easy air. A fresh one takes the lead, which is, when you think about it, a rather splendid reason to take turns with a friend, the slow turns and the fast turns. This has been a fact. Good evening.
A fine fact, Professor. Tied to the geese, and not to the lesson. That part's mine to keep. And before we go, friends, up from the mud come the Mudpuppies, with a question of their very own. Splish, splash, and splosh. 3 frogs, and one enormous question between them. Here come the Mudpuppy Minutes.
Mud puppies, gather close, all of you. Today, we shall answer the biggest question there is. What exactly is a best friend?
Ooh, I know this one. A best friend is a snack you don't have to share. The most loyal snack. It waits for you in your cheek.
Nuh-uh, a best friend is weather. It's the warm kind of rain that follows you around and never makes you carry an umbrella. Lovely, loyal rain.
No. Both wrong. A best friend is a rock. A cold one. That rings like a bell on a cold rock.
Wait. Isn't a best friend just somebody who likes you, even on your worst frog day, and sticks around anyway?
Oh, no. No. Too simple. That can't be it. A warm, loyal rain is much more interesting than just being nice on a bad day.
Agreed. We move on. Mud puppies. We have solved it at last. A best friend is a cold, ringing rock made of warm, loyal rain that you keep in your cheek. This has been the Mudpuppy Minutes.
Now, between you and me, little ones, a best friend isn't a snack, or the weather, or a rock that rings. A best friend is exactly what Splish very nearly said. Somebody who likes you even on your worst day, and sticks around anyway. And that, it turns out, is the honest truth of it. And so the day eased down gold over the water, and the friends were all together again by the pond. Garingo announced the hero's return, loudly of course. Zippy did a happy loop, and Fern, who'd known all along, just smiled. So this is old timber, until the next breeze brings us together, my friends. Walk kindly out there, little ones, and the next time you wait a little for a fast friend, or hurry a little for a slow one, give it a little nod from me.